Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Erin. I'm a clinical aromatherapist here at Erin's Herbs. On this channel, I do weekly uploaded videos teaching you how to create your very own skincare products from the comfort of your own home. So whether or not you have never made skincare products or you have some experience, I hope that you will find this channel very informative. So let's get started creating. On this week's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple spa-inspired bath oil that can be added to bath water or applied to damp skin after bathing. This is an easy formula that combines lightweight oils with beautiful botanicals. So let me walk you through the step-by-step process on how I make this. To make this bath oil today, I'm first going to, in my beaker here, weigh out some aloe vera oil. Now, aloe vera oil's sole purpose in this formula is to soothe dry skin and deeply hydrate it. It contains vitamins A, C, and E, along with fatty acids, and those will help to promote radiant and healthy looking skin while also combating dryness. Another great oil that's going to really provide deep hydration along with being gentle and soothing is peach kernel oil. This is rich in oleic and linoleic essential fatty acids that will help to lock in moisture and keep the skin from becoming dry. It also contains antioxidants like vitamins A and E, and that can help to support skin's elasticity. This is a fast-absorbing oil, and it will not leave the skin feeling greasy. Now, if you're wondering how much of each ingredient I am using for this bath oil, continue watching because I will share the complete formula along with the measurements later on in this video. This next ingredient is evening primrose. It contains what's known as gamma-linolic acid, or GLA for short, along with omega-6 fatty acids, and those will help to restore the skin's moisture barrier and really lock in the hydration, as well as being great for reducing any redness on the skin or calming any irritation. This is going to leave the skin feeling nice and soft after the bath. Plum oil is going to give this bath oil a nice, silky, non-greasy texture. It's deeply nourishing without leaving the skin feeling greasy, and it really is going to be very moisturizing along with the other oils. And I tend to think that this has a little bit of a marzipan fragrance to it. This next ingredient, polyglycerol 4-olate, is really what makes this bath oil stand out from the rest, and that is because it's acting as a natural emulsifier, and it will help to evenly dispense the oils in the bath water rather than having them float on the surface in a greasy layer. You will notice that when you use this, your bath water will be like a milky color, but that is totally normal. I'm now going to go ahead and add some geranium essential oil. Now, this has multiple benefits for use in this oil, and that is because, one, it has a nice floral scent, but it also will help to balance the sebum production on our skin, reduce inflammation, and really promote some soothing and relaxation in the bath. This is just one of those oils that I think will make this formula more spa-like. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add some Yang Yang essential oil. This has a very sweet and tropical floral aroma to it, and it will help to really promote deep relaxation. Once I have added my essential oils, I'm going to go ahead and stir this really well for about 90 seconds or so, just to make sure that everything's nicely blended together. This will leave me with a very effective and stable product in the end. And then once the stirring has been done, I'm simply going to pour everything into my bottle. Now, the bottle that I am using is glass, and the reason I use glass over plastic is because essential oils will eat through the plastic, and I don't want that to happen. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pour everything in, and this particular formula will make just over 3.5 ounces of bath oil. Now, you don't need a whole lot in the bath, and I'll show you here in just a minute how much you will need to use. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and add some botanicals to this oil, and this is more for decoration. This is an optional step. You do not have to do this. I am choosing to use rose petals, red rose petals, and then some lavender buds. And this will add just a slight scent to it over time as it continues to just really sit in the oils. And so there you have it. You have made a luxurious botanical bath oil. Before I go ahead and show you how to use the bath oil, let me share with you the formula. So with each of the ingredients I show you here, I also included the gram amount. I like to measure in grams. It just makes it easier for me. Again, this makes approximately 3.5 ounces of product. Here in my Pyrex container, I have some water. I'm going to show you how to use this bath oil. So I like to start by adding just 1 capful of the oil to the water. Now you can use up to 2 capfuls, that's fine, but I wouldn't recommend using any more than that. And then once I've added my desired amount of oil to my bath, then I'm simply going to go ahead and give it a nice kind of stir with my hands. And you'll see here that the water changes to like a milky color. And that actually is what the polyglycerol 4-olate will do, and that is completely normal. So that is how you use this bath oil. Here are the substitutions today that I have. For the aloe vera oil, you can use either camellia or sweet almond oil. Those are both good choices. In place of the peach kernel oil, I would say use apricot kernel oil instead. Now, borage oil can be used in place of the evening primrose, and then sunflower oil can be used instead of plum oil. For the polyglycerol 4-olate, one of the, subs that I really liked was polysorbate 80. That's a good option. And then some other essential oils that can be used are going to be lavender, Roman chamomile, or frankincense. So thanks for watching. And if you'd like to see more DIY formulas, don't forget to like and subscribe.